Welcome aboard the new patient group flight deck. Less chaos. Check. Less stress. Check. Less advertising costs. Check. More personal and financial freedom. Check. All right, business checklist completed. Let the takeoff roll begin. Welcome to Season 7 of the New Patient Group Audio Experience, a podcast dedicated to forward-thinking doctors wanting to learn innovative ways to run their business today so your practice can achieve new heights tomorrow. And now your host. He's the founder and CEO of New Patient Group, managing partner of Wright, and a trusted motivational speaker for Invisalign, Orthofy, and others. Brian Wright.
Hey, New Patient Group and Wright Chat Nation. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Brian Wright here. Welcome into another edition of the New Patient Group podcast. Hope everybody is doing great out there. And today we're wrapping up with part 4 of this ongoing series on the 3 ways you know your business, your practice is achieving the pinnacle of customer service. Now, if you're tuning in, this is the first time you've listened, or you just may be catching up on some episodes, make sure to go back and start this series at the beginning of May. That very first one is when we started this 4-part series. I've said this in other podcasts, you'll hear me, is that the foundation of what the definition of customer service is and just where we're coming from is so critically important for you to not only get the most out of this series, but just the most out of this podcast and customers out there and people thinking about using us, understanding where we're coming from and what we're trying to help you accomplish. Now, today we're going to be rolling into the final episode, like I said, and we're going to be talking about the third and final way your business knows that it's reached the pinnacle of customer service. Before we dive in, a couple quick things. If you're watching over on YouTube station, hey there, appreciate your support. Thumb this up for us. Share it with your friends, your colleagues. Create some dialogue in the comment section below. Would highly appreciate it. And then also, what you'll see in the description of the podcast on YouTube and all the audio experience channels is this is the last chance to get registered for our upcoming boot camp. On May 31st, Coach Eric is going to be delivering a financial presentation boot camp, and we're going to walk you through just the essentials, the absolute necessities of presenting money effectively to today's consumer that is shopping. If you're a practice that wants to be more expensive, as an example, than their other 2 opinions, that's great. But man, oh man, presenting money in a way that is effective will lead to so many case starts, and that is an awesome boot camp. The registration link is in the description below. Make sure to get you and your team signed up. Go through it. It's going to be transformative, and we have plenty of other boot camps on the way too, so check our website for those as well. Quick reminder, coming up in, I believe it's in June, Dr. Mark Olson and I are going to be doing a national webinar all around patient compliance and just how he is, getting patients to be compliant and really becoming more efficient and streamlining a lot of the appointments that have really transformed the existing patient experience. So we're going to start having registration links in the description once that is available, but just wanted to plug that. I think it's like June 6th. Don't hold me to that. I think it's right in there, and would love for you to join that live. Now, the last one we did was great with Dr. Bob Skopak a couple months ago, and that one had great feedback. So it'll be the same way. We're just going to be shooting the bull. Mark's my friend, longtime New Patient Group and Wright Chat family member, and we're just going to be doing what we do. We're going to just do it live and chat business. It's going to be off the cuff, non-scripted, and I think everyone's going to get a lot out of it, okay? So let's dive into this final part of this series. And, I want you to kind of imagine, we've done some exercises. Hopefully you've done them. And, I've tried to paint some images in everybody's mind throughout this series. And here's another one. All the chaos, all the drama, and which, by the way, and I haven't talked much about this, the same ways that you achieve a great customer experience are oftentimes very similar to how you achieve a great employee experience. And many of you who follow me know that I very much believe that employee experience is the new customer experience. Employee experience is the new patient experience. And plenty of podcasts later on that are going to dive more into that topic. But just like customer service, like to get what you want, you have to deliver more than expected. And it's the same way for your employees, right? It is that to get what you want from your employees, you have to deliver them more than they otherwise would expect. So the same principles apply that we've been talking about throughout this series. And this image, of just the chaos that goes on in the office and the stresses. And a lot of times the chaos and stresses are caused by the team members. But again, there's a way to put an end to that, to have the employees get on board more. All the, people say, let me think about it. I need to speak with my husband, or I need more time. They're not brushing all the scenarios that create the stresses as business owners, the chaos as business owners. I want you to picture all of those. And then I want you to imagine all of those getting better, because none of those have to be the way they are. Those are all things that are created by decisions that you're making as the leader of your organization. They're all created by things that people are doing inside your organization every single day. And the reason I bring that up and wanting you to have those images and then kind of picturing them getting better and better and better, and compliance going up, conversion going up, same-day cash going up, advertising going down, stress going down, all those things, is that's going to lead me into today's final piece. And the third and final way that your organization, your practice, your business knows that you are achieving the pinnacle of customer service is if you are getting what you want from your customers, and also business owners out there from your employees. Again, that's why I threw that piece in today, is if you're not getting what you want from your employees, you're not a customer service organization either. But as it relates to this specific series, we're talking about customers or prospective ones, is that you getting what you want from them is the third sign that you are achieving the pinnacle of customer service. Part of the customer service definition is you getting what you want, right? If you go back to the baseline, the foundation that we launched with at the beginning of May, that's what we talk about on there. If you aren't winning, if you aren't getting what you want from the customer, from the patient, then you are not a customer service organization. That is one of the reasons why it is such a misunderstood business terminology that you must fully grasp the true definition of if you ever want to achieve it. And now we've been talking about, all employees doing it. And then we talked about all employees doing it the same way. And then now we're talking about, because if those two things are happening and those choreographed journeys are happening and those employees are doing it and then they're doing it the same way, it is going to lead to you going, oh, wow, our patient compliance is better. People are starting to brush. Wow, our no-shows with patients in treatment, they've gone way down. People are showing up. Wow, next thing you know, wow, people are scanning. Like, look at this, like our non-compliance in scanning. And then, oh, wow, people are wearing their aligners. They're being compliant with it. Brackets aren't popping off with our braces patients. They're not chewing sticky candy anymore. Like, what's going on? Like this is awesome. This is stress-free. It's efficient. The chaos is reduced. And then, whoa, like, look at our same-day cash. Like, when people are signing contracts, my God, that's up 15%. Now it's up 20%. Look at the new patients. Those are going up every single month, but our advertising dollars are going down. Wow, our conversion, that keeps going up. Like, it's up 5% this month. It's up 7% the next month. This year it's up 15 or 20% compared to last year. Our patient referrals are going up. Our video testimonials, our YouTube station is going crazy with video testimonials. Our 5-star reviews on Google are going through the roof. Our patients are becoming our sales force because we've learned how to turn patients into raging super fans. Like new patients are filling out their paperwork. Like, this is unbelievable. This is crazy. Like, people are doing what we want them to do. We are getting what we want from our customer, from our patient. And if you aren't saying these things to yourself, it's a big loss, because these things are possible. It is very possible for you to get what you want from your customer. But again, going back, and this is why the whole series is important, especially watching it, listening to it in order, is it goes back to, it's never about one thing. You as an industry, and I'm speaking orthodontics right now, even though we have a lot of other doctors that listen to us, as you know, our niche is in orthodontics. The reality is you in orthodontics have this fixed mindset where it's so singular focused that it's like, my conversion's down, got to train the TC. My conversion's up, our TC must be great. Like, you have this focus when conversion, of course, it's about the TC, but conversion, again, is a choreographed effort. Just like we talked about last episode with Disney. If they want more money spent in a certain area of their theme park, they choreograph a journey and then train the employees to do it, and then train the employees to do it the exact same way. And that leads to people then spending more money at the park. But it's never about one thing. It's about all kinds of things. So these images in your mind that I talked about in the beginning of chaos and stress and HR problems and staffing headaches and conversion problems and new patient problems and advertising dollars and all this stuff, right? All these moving parts. If you're experiencing any of them, and for some of you out there, you experience those as you're growing, like you're skyrocketing your growth, but it's crazy. For others of you out there, you are experiencing all those things and you're not growing, right? Which is obviously even worse. But regardless of all that, there is a way to get that stuff from not happening. And it goes back to, it's not customer service training. Like, customer service is not something you do. Customer service is the mission. It's the vision. And then there's hundreds upon hundreds of ingredients that go into accomplishing getting what you want from your prospective patients all the way through the people that have signed and are your patients. In order to do that, every single thing that you're trying to accomplish is a choreographed journey, an effort, a playbook. It's got to be practiced, got to be role played. And that's what we're going to be leaning into with the next series that I'm going to be diving into is now, how do you get all of your employees to do it? How do you get all of your employees doing it the same way at a very, very high level? And then how do you get your customer, your patient, to do what it is you want them to do? And if you have a new patient problem, as an example, and you're not getting enough of them, well, in order to increase that, there's a choreographed effort. And there's several things that go into that will help you increase new patients. And this is how I want all of you to think. And looking back on this series is, okay, I want you to start thinking, okay, how the heck do I get everybody to do it? Right? I've invested in this coach and they want us to do this at this given time. How do I get everybody to do it? Right now, I've invested in a coach and they want us to do this at this given time. How do I get everybody to do it at the highest possible level? How do I have all my assistants having the same conversation every time, but in the same high-level way with mom when kid is not compliant? Right? How do I standardize that verbiage? And then how do I get everybody to do what I want them to do? And that is the third piece that we're going to end on today. And now we're going to roll into a series, and I think it's going to be cool talking about it because there's going to be it's going to be a 3-part series that we're going to roll into. And the 3 parts are what we do. It is why I created New Patient Group. It is, and of course there's a lot of reasons, but it is the single most biggest reason I created New Patient Group and why we offer the 3 things under one roof that we do. Because those 3 things are how you accomplish getting what you want while delivering more than people would have expected via every interaction throughout the journey leading up to purchase and after they purchase. It's the only way. And I hope you enjoyed this series. Having your employees do it at a high level the same way every time, and then your customers doing what it is that you want them to do is how you know that your business is achieving the pinnacle of customer service. And again, whatever it is, whatever your headaches that exist, there's a choreographed effort behind that will help solve it. Whether you need something to go up or whether you want it to go down, whatever it may be, there is a way to get your customer to do what it is that you want them to do, but you have to deliver more than expected, okay? Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the series. We'll be back next month entering the series of now, how do you do it, right? Very hard, I get it. A lot of you are listening to this, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, get my employees to do it the same way every time at a high level. Good luck, Brian. But there is a way, and we're going to dive into that in the next series coming up next month, okay? Until next time, everybody, thanks for your support, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.